Someone break this awkward silence. Take a guess. It doesn't have to be right.
The guess about
which is the parent and which is the child in this bottom sentence. My cat is crazy about tuna fish.
I know the answer. Parent is babysitting child.
So is the paragraph tag the parent tag or the strong tag?
It's logical. It's so simple. Oh, I didn't say simple.
It definitely becomes simple over time. Sorry, Nia, what were you saying?
Is the paragraph tag the parent?
Yes. The paragraph tag is the parent tag because it is the outermost tag, the tag that's containing everything else. And what it contains is the strong tag, making the strong tag what? If it's not a parent, what do we call it? It's not a grandparent either.
Is it Mia raising the hand? How do you call it? Parents are always babysitting. Who? Containing, babysitting.
Look at the sentence right above the example.
Parents are babysitting cats. No. Parents are babysitting dogs. No. I feel like we're asking so stupid questions. People that just don't want to answer that, right? Help us. We just need your voice. Say something. It's okay to mistake. Volunteers, please. We need your energy. We need your input. Mia, you look so beautiful. Do you have an answer for me? Please.
I can't really think of it.
So parents, what parents do for kids? Babysitting. Oh, I just said this. Okay, babysitting. Who parents babysitting?
Starts with C.
Children.
Yes. Thank you, Mia. You have saved us.
Yes, that's happening here in this sentence. Parents are containing children. Are you aware about Russian doll, nesting doll matryoshkas? Who knows about them? These are such a cool dolls, actually. This doll, one doll, can be opened up, and there is another doll inside it. So matryoshkas are nesting another doll inside it. When you take another doll and open it up, there is another doll in it, and it's such a good nesting idea.
I have one of those. I think my great grandparents are from Russia.
Wow, that's great. And matryoshka actually is such a big concept, and right now coding is using this concept. So you see, nesting principle is used right in this phrase in coding for tags. Not to be confused, not just allowing browser to read it step by step. I'm going like hierarchy. Instead of listing all the text, I see, okay, here's the paragraph P starting. Okay, where is the end of P? Closing tag. Ah, here. Okay, so I will treat this thing, whatever is inside, as a paragraph. And it can be many other tags inside it, but I will treat this thing as a paragraph. And inside the paragraph can be something else, which I will find the beginning and the end. That's the idea of nesting. And you will see how beautifully it resonates with the idea of indentation, which is very right habit to have when you are the coder. That keeps your code in order. So we're addressing very important things right now. Boring, but really cool. Conceptual. Okay, sorry for interruption.
Oh, no, that was great. I also really quickly want to go over, we did this last time, but just as a reminder of the nesting error examples that we looked at. So we have this tag over here. We have open paragraph tag, my cat is, open strong tag, open a tag or link tag, crazy, close strong tag, close link tag, about two to fish, close paragraph tag. Now what's wrong here is that we have closed the strong tag before closing the tag that was inside of it, the A tag. So make sure, like a mirror image, your tags are closing in the same order that they were opening, or rather the reflected order. And then we have this one here, open paragraph tag H1, the content, closing H1 tag, and then open paragraph tag. We're missing the slash here, so that is why this example is incorrect. And then here we have an unordered list and 3 list items, except what are we missing? The closing unordered list tag. So there should be down here a caret, open caret, /UL, close caret to close out the unordered list tag. So that is just a quick refresher on what we were looking at last time. So as Yulia mentioned before, nesting works beautifully with another very important coding concept, and that is indentation. So child elements are always indented from their parents. Think about when you're writing an essay and you're starting a new paragraph, you always hit tab to so that the paragraph's indented. It's the exact same practice. You're hitting tab and then an indentation is achieved. And you have some white space. So here, looking at this example of code, we have the parent tag, which is the footer tag in this case. And then we indent and we have a child tag, the UL or unordered list tag. And then we indent because the unordered list tag has all of these children, these lists. And now because all of these list items are a child of the same element, the UL element, they're all on the same line. The list items aren't children of each other, so you wouldn't indent before creating another list item. You only indent when it's the child of the element that came before. And then when you're closing out your tags, you want to make sure that it's lined up in the same column that it was opened in. And that's how you can keep track and know, okay, my footer and my footer and closing footer are here, open unordered list, close unordered list, and you go right down and your code looks beautiful and neat. So in a nutshell, that is indentation, but we'll look a little closer at it. Before moving on, questions on indentation. What key, you can type this in the chat since the short answer, what key do you click in order to create an indentation? It's on the left side of your keyboard. And it says so on the slide. What key? Yes, correct, Nia. Nia, you are on fire today. The tab. Yes, Mia, good job. The tab. So when you hit the tab, let me see if I can do this in the chat. Oh no, you can't really do it in the Zoom chat, but the tab is what allows you to achieve the indentation. So now we are looking at nested typing. This is an easier way to make sure you have the correct indentation. So when you type your opening and closing parts at the same time in the same line, you can make sure that you're not forgetting one or anything like that. So for instance, you're creating an unordered list. Rather than creating an open unordered list tag and then typing everything out and then typing out a closing unordered list tag, you could just type them out together. And what's kind of cool about Glitch is that it will help you do this automatically. So you'll create, instead of creating them separately, together an open unordered list tag and a closing unordered list tag. And then when you click in the middle and then hit the enter key, all of a sudden you're inside creating the child items, which in this case are the list tags. And now inside of the list tags, you can do the exact same thing where you create the opening and closing list tags and then click inside and start typing out the content, which in this case is a link. So we use the A tag here. So the idea here, I can open up Glitch if anyone wants to see me live code this, that might be helpful. How do I escape this? This way we can look at it together in real time and see how to use indentation to our advantage. And I also want you to see how the interface of Glitch helps you by letting you auto-complete these things. So I'm just signing into Glitch. I use my Gmail account to do this. It's, for me, the easiest way. And I click that. And I'll probably open up the example sample website project I created. So going to our NGCC website starter code, we're going to look at creating nested elements. So I click on HTML to actually start editing that. So we already have plenty of nesting going on here. We have the HTML tag, which is the parent of all parent tags. And then on the inside, we have a lot more going on. So we have this head tag, which is a parent to the title tag and the meta tags. So say we're creating an unordered list. Let's say we're creating for a navigation bar, actually. So the first tag that we'll always want to include in our navigation bar is a nav tag. And then boom, Glitch just creates a closing tag for you because it's so awesome. So now you click enter. And then you click inside. You click enter again, indents automatically. Great, so then we know what goes inside the nav tag, the unordered list tag. So we go ahead and type out UL, and as soon as we have that second caret, boom, automatically creates the closing tag, and now you're inside. So inside an unordered list, what do you have? You have list items. So list, boom. I must be saying boom a lot, but this is great because now this way you're not forgetting closing tags, things aren't getting lost. So for our list, let's list off the Beatles. Okay, so now we've closed off that first list tag. Then we hit enter, and because what we're typing is also a list tag, it's not the child of a list tag, it's the child of the UL tag. So it's going to stay indented the same way as a list tag before it. So I'm not going to do all the Beatles because you probably get it. And then to do a preview, I'm opening up here. Boom. John Lennon, Paul McCartney, their own bullets. So the navigation bar is a great way to see exactly how, sorry, I lost my train of thought, exactly how nesting works. So before I leave this glitch page, does anybody have questions about this code? Or would anybody like me to, I could try something out if you want to see how something might work. We can code together. What are our thoughts? Okay, I really hope everybody's paying attention because you will need to create a navigation bar if you haven't already. That does not come in the starter code, unfortunately. You need to learn it yourself. So, back to our presentation. So as we saw with glitch, typing or opening and closing tags together is the easiest way to go about nesting. And just a quick refresher on heading elements. This is that weird element that we have 6 of them. And counterintuitively, 1 is the largest, 6 is the smallest. So you can kind of see how that works here. And the tag structures, the common one where you have the opening tag and the closing tag with the /. And the heading tags are great for headings essentially. So the big heading you might want to use for the title of your website at the very top. You might want to use a smaller one if you have paragraph text inside. You're explaining something, but you want one of the words to be bigger. Heading tag is great for that. So those are like subheadings. So I just want to remind you about all of the heading tags. And if you'd like, in a moment, I can show you how that works out when you code it. And just some more elements that are important. So we just went over the header tags. We also have a section tag, which defines a section of a document, an article tag for self-contained composition, which is intended to be independently redistributable or reusable, like a blog post. I don't think we'll need that for our purposes, but it's good to be familiar with anyway. A footer tag, like a header tag, it defines the footer of the document. The main tag identifies the primary text or section of a document. And the navigation tag, which we should all be using, represents the section of a page which is reserved for navigation links. And as we also saw in the quick example I did, when you create unordered lists, you have the UL tag as your parent tag, and the children, which are all the list tags, contain your list items. And UL, because it's unordered list, creates a bulleted list. There are ways to create an ordered list, which has numbers instead of bullets. And I can help you through that as well. Oh, I forgot, that was the next slide. So instead of unordered lists, you can create ordered lists, and instead of UL, that would be OL, and everything else works the exact same way. But instead of bullets, you will get 1, 2, 3, etc. And then I think this is our last item for today, are the required elements of an HTML document. So we mentioned this before. There's a doc type element, which declares that this document is an HTML document. We have that already in our starter code. It's always the first tag in your HTML document. So always make sure when you're writing HTML code that the doc type element is there, or otherwise your computer won't recognize that the doc type is HTML. The HTML tag will be the next tag, and that marks the beginning of your HTML code. Everything outside of that will not be counted toward your HTML code, you could say. The head tag contains invisible elements that are needed for the functioning of your page. These, I don't know if you remember, are the metadata, which is the information that's not visible to the user, like font, text size, and other technical things about how the page appears. We have the title tag, which provides the page title for the browser tab. So what you see when you're on the website in the search browser. And that goes inside of the head tag. So the title tag is a child of the head tag. And finally, we have the body tag, which contains the main event, which are all the visible elements. And let me escape. We can look at this again. So we have the doc type HTML tag, the HTML, which, like I said, is always the next tag, the head tag, which contains, if you highlight the opening tag, the closing tag will also highlight, so you can look at everything inside of it. This contains all of the metadata, so links to other sheets and so on. The body tag, and that contains all the elements that are visible to your website user. And then, of course, you close out the HTML tag. The doc type tag is self-contained. You don't need to have a closing tag for it. It is on the same, it's indented the same as the HTML, which is all the way to the left. So it's not a child. The HTML is not a child of the doc type. It's its own entity, so you don't have to worry about closing order for that or anything like that. Okay. I know that was a lot. I'm sorry. I wish we had more time so I didn't have to talk as fast. But I do hope that you took something away from that. And if anybody has any questions, please go right ahead and ask me. And I promise there's really no bad questions you could ask here. I'm more than happy to explain anything. And if you ask me a question I don't know the answer to, that's bonus points. So is there anything anyone would like to go back over with regards to nesting, the tags that we discussed, and the navigation bar? Okay, so then we can get set up for our group collaboration with our project groups. And I know some of us are in different spots in other groups, so I just ask that you go ahead and pick up where you left off. If you didn't finish your wireframe, which it really should be finished by now, if it's not, that's okay, but do try to finish it today. And if you're beyond that, then make sure that your group has a shared glitch project. I believe all your groups already do, so just sign into that. If you haven't yet, create a navigation bar, and I will send a link so that you can look at the navigation bar example. So once this loads, we can be reminded of how to share on Google Suite, we click the share button at the top right. Glitch slows down my browser a lot, so I'm going to close that.
So I don't remember having Kayla joining any rooms, any teams. Kayla, do you remember if you belong to any team? So I do have one team with Alicia and Naya. I do have another team with Genesis, Mia, and Nia, and the third team with Layla, Miriam, T.
So Kayla is in a group with Alicia, Kaylee, and Anaya.
That's what I put her in right now. I'm just wondering if she remembers if she was part of anything. Kayla, do you remember your teammates?
Yes.
Who was your teammates?
Alicia, Anaya, and Kaylee.
Yay. Okay, so I did it right. I'm so glad. You see, I didn't protocol it. Saying that, we're ready for breakout room.
Okay, so let me just quickly send in the chat the example slide for the navigation part in case you're up to that step in coding. And that should take you to the navigation bar slide. Okay.
Ready?
Have a good time, everybody.
Enjoy. Welcome to breakout rooms with your teammates. Have fun. "20 minutes. Okay. One, two, three. Navigation bar, concepts, functions, and pager functions. Okay, what do you want for those? So this is really cool template. I'm glad you're using it.
Oh, I love that. Links to create a petition, poster. Yeah, this is wonderful. It looks like you all just have to finish on the functions part.
Share multiple windows. Wow.
Oh, my mouse is bugging out.
That looks so awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, what we can have done today? We have like 6 minutes left to do something.
Only 6
Let me
minutes.
reload the page.
Uh,
Bugging out.
it's time to start thinking how do you want it in the real website, right? This looks fancy.
We already started that.
Okay.
They were um,
Wow, look at that. That's cool. That's girls, you rock it. And you know, you don't need to be limited with the office hours times, with our class time.
that is true. Miriam, can you get on, or is it still not
I
working?
think I'm in now.
Which
I
one?
had to log in and then use
I see. You are good. So I found the thing where we can like change the font and stuff. So it's the font options, font style, italic. I'm changing it. What should we change it to? I'm gonna say. How about calligraphy? Calligraphy. Yeah. Did that work? I think that worked. Then okay then.
Fantastic. You guys rock it. Okay, I will see you in a few. Keep working. Back, everyone. I think we do need a little bit more time for troubleshooting for some one of you who do not have experience with glitch. We can do this sometime. Right?
Yes, definitely. If it's helpful, we can do more glitch focused work next time.
We just want everyone to create your account with glitch and make sure you got familiar with interface because there is so much you can do.
Yes, definitely. Glitch is amazing and it's a very user-friendly.
And if you do want to stick over like next 15 minutes, I'm all yours, either me or Cindy. And I see Genesis raised her hand. Do you have a question?
Yeah, I was gonna say about something about the weekly stand-up. I like appreciate that Mia, like she said, she told us all, like she was like the one that was mostly speaking, and like I appreciate that because like without her speaking, we wouldn't really have done anything. And like we also didn't have like a teacher, so I like that she told all of us that like if we needed a teacher and everything like that. And like I like that she was the one that stood up to tell us like what we had to do and if there was a problem.
Yay, Mia, stepping it up. And thank you for sharing that, Genesis. That's awesome.
Thank you, Genesis. Thank you, Mia. You're all awesome. Leadership detected. Bravery, resilience. Okay, for those of you who feel it was not enough of group time activities, I encourage you to stick extra 10 minutes after this. So I will assign the breakout rooms again and we can do it together. So you will ask any questions. Anaya, we can finish up setting up your glitch account, right? But what did we want to accomplish today? What did
Our wireframe.
a lot of things? Yay, always, yeah. Any specificity?
I believe Genesis said wireframes.
Ah, wireframes. Pardonte. Good guess, Genesis. Yes, wireframes. We do want to start transition from wireframes to coding. That's how it shall look like. Wait a second, how it would look in coding in glitch. Am I right, Taylor?
Mm-hmm.
So we are in a week 10 and we have like 3 weeks left to build something to showcase as our
We've had 10 days together already.
So it went so fast.
Mm-hmm. That's why we try to help you to use this time the most productive way. Okay, let's brag a little bit and then I will turn on the breakout rooms back and you can stick there until 5:50, okay? 5:55 maximum.
For the people that are like good with their projects, can we go?
Actually, yes. I notice the project Alicia, Anaya, and Kayla were in. Alicia did something already with wireframes and she offered others do that. And also I enjoyed what Miriam, Layla were doing. Can we hear from your group? Yes, Genesis?
On Thursday it was my birthday.
Okay. Congratulations. We definitely will have something for you in the graduation day. Tiny, cool thing for everyone. Anyone wants to brag, to show what you've done? How far you got?
My group is almost done with the wireframe.
You want to show?
I mean, I don't know. It's up to them, but I don't know if they want to share.
If you want to do it, it's time to do it right now.
That's fine.
Okay, do it. Do it.
Do I share my screen? Because if I have to, I can't.
Hit the button, share screen.
Oh, I think she needs to be another co-host.
Yeah, you have to. No. You have to stop sharing.
Oh,
Well, I can share because I already have it opened.
Okay. Try again.
Try to open the Meet because like it's like blocked right now.
Sorry, I have to leave, but have a good rest of your day.
thank you. You
Okay,
too.
Mia. Thank you.
I can't present right now.
Okay.